All right, King Scott, are you ready for the Butthurt game?
Nope.
All right.
You got it.
Well, we've been giving away
Let's
copies.
do it.
We've been giving away signed copies of the Butthurt game all week. Kind of leading us up to this, the Butthurt game. So Patrico's going to ask us a question, and we all have to write down an answer. It's a question that is a personal question. And we cannot pick ourselves. We cannot write our own names down. We'll go around the room to see who everybody picked.
Okay.
I ask for brutal honesty here. I think it's good. This is a good little therapy for us. Mm-hmm. I always think the Butthurt game makes us closer as a show.
Oh, that's you.
Sure does. Sure does.
There are some feelings hurt every once in a while, but I believe in the long run this is helpful. Get it all out there on the table.
Yeah.
Totally makes sense to make your coworkers' feelings bad.
There it begins.
Can we talk about the rules? Because we have gone through a couple different types of rules here. I would say probably 3 times ago, we had no responses allowed.
Meaning no explanation.
No,
I think there was no response allowed.
I think the talking it out and the other guy even commenting back, like, I think that is where the fun in this game
I think
lies.
so too. But remember
The
when we
shutting
did
it down
that,
thing, it was really
Okay,
bad.
so how about this as rule? Let the person explain themselves. You can't interrupt them, and you can rebut.
Yeah.
After, you cannot interrupt their explanation.
Yeah, we just play the game as normal.
You can rebut.
Now, will our rebut immediately get the butthurt hit?
Maybe.
Thing?
Possibly.
you can rebut hurt.
You rebut her. Can I rebut on the butthurt?
Tony, the first question.
Well, I want you to pick a number 1 through 5.
5.
Okay. Who would do the worst on Jeopardy?
You can't say yourself, is that right?
Who would do the worst on Jeopardy? Okay.
Locked in.
I'm locked in. Everybody locked in?
Yep.
Locked in.
I'll go first. I'll say Patrico. Your lack of knowledge and history is breathtaking.
Woo!
Care to rebut?
No,
I love it.
because there is no rebuttal with you.
Rebut
You,
hurt.
You've already said things that make you painted out to be a giant a-hole right now. That I'm going to let
Would
that
you like
settle.
to rebut?
No.
Tony?
I said Jeff just because I mean I think Jeff would admit when it comes to any form of entertainment, if he didn't do the Crap on Celebrities report, would have zero idea of anything. And Jeopardy is not just all history.
I'm really good at potpourri, though.
That's
Crap.
potpourri, not
Potpourri,
poopery.
sorry.
There are
I'm
some
good at
questions that are
potpourri.
history, sure, but guess what? There's a lot of sports and a lot of entertainment questions on Jeopardy.
I would like to rebut that.
Go ahead, Jeff.
He's right.
You guys are making great points.
Moon, who'd you pick?
I picked King Scott because I think it's very category specific, and I think he knows a lot about a few things, but isn't crazy well rounded. It's not like he's going to crush an opera category and then a author category or something. But honestly, if I could redo it, I probably wouldn't pick him.
Who would you pick?
I don't know. You guys actually kind of made some good points, and I know history is a big part. And if you're not a history guy, you're probably going to, have a difficulty. And you have said that you don't care about a lot of that kind of stuff. And you're right. There's a lot of pop culture in
So
there
you
that
got-
I
so
think
who you
would pass
picking?
you over.
You can pick me.
No, I wrote down King Scott.
All right, so King
I
Scott
have
it
to
is.
go with
King Scott. Would you like to rebut?
I would agree with that. Because, I mean, like, they would ask questions about authors. I wouldn't know
Right, yeah.
half
You
of that.
agree?
There's just so many of those random things I just wouldn't know.
Who are you picking?
I picked Burton, and it has to go with, I didn't even think about authors till you started mentioning stuff, and I'm like, dang it, that's me. But with music and...
General knowledge.
Yeah, general knowledge. But, yeah, just any of that kind of stuff. Sometimes you...
King Scott doesn't even know how you make it through the day.
Right. I don't either, to be honest with you.
Being so dumb.
Yeah. Thanks, buddy.
Oh, my goodness. All right, well, that was a softball.
Yeah.
Okay.
Underhand.
That was a good game, guys. That was fun.
No, we got more to go.
Underhand, rec softball. I don't
Go
want to
ahead,
make anybody
Tony.
else
I'll just go down in order here. 4 of us get drafted in the NFL. Who goes undrafted?
Who goes undrafted? Okay. Okay. We'll start with Jeff.
Oh, I get to answer this one. I said...
Did you not answer?
Certainly didn't.
Well, you
Didn't
got to
answer.
make it known. Who are you going to pick?
Moon. I picked Moon because it's a timed event, and with trivia questions, he takes way too long. That's why I said Moon.
Well, jump in. I'm trying to juggle things here.
I did jump in. I jumped in when I could.
You've never seen me play Jeopardy.
That's true. For this question, I picked you. What was the question again?
4 of us get drafted in the NFL. Who goes undrafted?
Yeah, I just picked you. I'm not really sure why, other than I've never really seen you play football before. I've seen you play softball. You're okay.
I don't have big hands.
No. You run kind of weird.
Yeah, I run very weird.
Yeah, so those are my 2 reasons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tony?
I also picked you.
Yeah, huh? Go ahead.
And
Why?
I think it's because we also had the question, who is the least athletic out of all of us, and your name was brought up. So that's why it mirrors who would get drafted or who would not get drafted. It would be you.
Do you think I have any athletic prowess at all? Have you seen me long jump?
I didn't say that you didn't. I just answered this question, and I said your name.
Go next to Moon.
I also picked Rizz.
Okay. Butthurt. Explanation, please.
I've seen a little bit of athletic ability when it comes to baseball, but football, you got, what, 12 different positions that you can specialize, and I don't see you in any of them.
Okay.
I don't see you excelling in any of them.
Right.
Sorry?
I picked you, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can imagine you being out on the field and then dying the first time you get there.
I don't think anybody's catching him.
Somebody.
Yeah, you have to
so,
catch him, but yeah.
That's fine.
People will catch him. Eventually. Eventually, he will get
And
caught.
you don't think I can take a hit?
No, not by those guys.
Okay.
What are you going to do? What position are you going to play?
What's that?
What position are you going to play?
Oh, I would probably be
You gonna be a kicker?
No,
I would say kicker.
I
You'd
would
be
probably
great
be. Oh, I could be a kicker, but
You'd
I
be a cornerback or
I would
a
probably.
safety.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd probably be a free safety. I would probably excel.
How big those guys are? Those
free
guys are
safety.
pretty tall.
Of course, we're talking about the NFL. They're all bigger than us.
Yeah.
This is in this room. Who? I'm gonna let you have it. It's fine. I'm not butthurt at all.
If you snapped in half the first time you're hit.
Okay, that's what you think.
Scott, who do you say?
I feel weird saying this. I picked Rizz. Yeah. Although your long jump was impressive, that's not usually a thing in the NFL. So
No.
I think
I was
we can
impressed by
skip
that.
Okay.
Yeah. But you are a great second baseman, by the way.
All right. Thank you.
Stop it, Scott. You got the job.
Next question.
The next question is, who has the worst palate?
The worst palate. So, no question here. Okay, everybody's
Locked
serious.
in.
Everybody's serious. I'm locked in as well. The worst palate. I'm going to go with King Scott first.
All right. This one was trying to think. I'm going to go with Patrico. And the reason is you look at his kids, they have a tough time finding foods that they enjoy besides, just chicken nuggets and all that. And so it came from somewhere. And I think it was influenced by their dad.
Okay. Rebuttal.
It came from their mother.
Butthurt.
But okay. I mean,
Butthurt.
I do remember you saying that she was, like, if you guys go out, there'd be, like, one menu item that she'd be able to find.
it was usually chicken strips.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Chicken strips.
Yeah.
Bone-in chicken. That was a no-go.
Yeah.
Tony, who do you say?
I picked Jeff, and I think that is the correct answer. And I think again, and I also think Jeff would be the one to admit that because Jeff does not try many things. Jeff likes what he likes. He doesn't try many things. We say, "Oh, we're going for sushi." Blah. Oh, we're going to do this. Blah. He likes what he likes, and that's it. You are very as far as when it comes to adventurous eaters. It's
that
you.
is the correct answer.
You are the bottom.
I picked Jeff too.
Can I rebut?
Rebut, please.
Give me other ones besides sushi.
Fish. Any fish?
Well, that's sushi.
Hot dogs.
And I
No,
do
sushi.
eat fish.
Sushi is-
I eat shrimp and I eat tilapia.
Sushi is sushi.
And I eat crab legs.
My thing is, Jeff, and the
So
reason
are
that
those
I
all
said
fish? And are those all in the fish family?
my
So that
whole
rebuts
thing-
anything
last
fish
I
that you
checked-
said. That rebuts
Last I
anything?
checked, yes, they are
Okay.
fish.
The main reason I said is because, like, you have chicken every day.
Yeah.
You make a sandwich pretty much almost every day.
So you could
When
say
it comes
that
to
have
dinner-
routines, yes. But if you
I
came
don't-
in with something, go ahead, you can hit it all you want. But if you bring in something, I will try it as long as it's not fish. That would be my rebuttal.
Okay. Moon? What'd you
Yes,
pick?
I also said Jeff. Least adventurous. Least adventurous and very
I think this is
very
pretty much closer,
adamant,
guys.
a pushbacker on it.
Well, if I think something is wrong, I'll push back, yeah.
Okay. 2 more questions.
I didn't get to answer that one either.
Okay, thank you for stopping
You're
me.
welcome.
Thank you.
I'm right over here.
Jeff, who do you say?
I picked Tony, and only because most of the restaurants that you talk about, you go out to, the chain steak restaurants, stuff like that, it's just not my thing. But when you cook at home, we pretty much have the same palate. But just like going out to eat, those aren't really my places.
Yeah, and I don't go out to those places as like, oh man, I'm looking for a great meal. That's usually because I want to feed my kids and I want to go somewhere.
Well, a lot of your
birthday.
birthday stuff. You know, your birthday with your family stuff will be like at a chain steak place or something.
Because there's 9 of us. You know, like I don't want to go like, oh, let's go to Pinot with 9 of us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so what are you laughing at?
Eric says on Twitter, after watching Rizz long jump, Rizz goes undrafted. Next question.
Whose dog hates them the most?
Oh, my God. Woo, man. Whose dog hates them the most?
I have a good
got my
answer here,
answer.
and I don't think
I have an answer for that.
I don't think anyone will be
one.
insulted.
I'm going to go to
I
you
have-
first, Jeff, but let me
Okay.
think.
Answer too.
Let me think of. I honestly, that's a tough question. 'Cause I don't.
I thought this was easy.
I did too.
I did too.
Yep. This is very easy.
Okay.
I think it's easy too, but I can't answer it.
What?
I know it sounds silly.
So the question is, whose dog hates them the most? Okay. I mean, I'm just going to say it. Okay. Jeff, what do you say?
I'm going to say Cat the dog hates you the most. And the only reason why I say that is I think out of all of us, you treat yours the most as a pet and not a quote-unquote friend or companion or family member, which is fine by you. Look at me trying to defend him. I'm just saying yours is you have a very military relationship with your animal. I do not. Mine's more like my friend. And I think
I'm not waiting for Kat to talk to me at some point.
Neither am I.
I got caught having a 25-second conversation with a strange cat outside. I was meowing, he was meowing, I was meowing, he was meowing. I think he's right, man, as far as your relationship to animals.
I just don't see
With
you coming
animals,
home
yes.
and talking to your dog.
I come home and I'm excited to see my dog every day.
Do you get down on the floor with the
I
dog and say, how was your day?
absolutely
Do
will.
you
What's the
bend
question?
over and pet the dog?
I
You
don't
get down
ask how
eye
her
level?
day was because I know what she did.
The question is,
Nothing.
whose
Do you
dog
baby
hates
talk
them
your
the
dog?
most?
It's
But
whose
I've
dog
never been
hates
talked
them
But
the
it's
most.
not what you're asking. It's the inflection in your voice that tells the dog that, this is a companion, this is a friend, this is a friendly voice.
I get down on the floor with her. We'll wrestle around.
Good. What else do you do?
I go outside with her. We throw the. Why am I explaining? Why am I justifying my existence with my dog?
Somebody hit the button.
He's the one with the button.
Butthurt.
We all need one of those buttons. Extenders.
I love my dog very much.
Nobody said that. This has nothing to do with you. This has to do with the dog
I'm
hating
assuming
you.
everybody picked me.
I would.
I did not
Tony?
pick you.
I did
No,
not
I'm gonna
pick you.
himself.
I did not pick you.
I did not pick you.
Oh, wow.
I picked Tony because I honestly did not know who else to pick. I know you. I know everybody likes their dogs.
Oh, I think you're somebody else is going to say something, and you're gonna go, oh yeah, maybe you're right.
I don't hear you talk a lot about your dog. I hear about Jeff's dog a lot. I hear about
I think you just don't listen to me talk
Moons.
about my dog.
Moon. Talks about his dog often. I saw Scott with his dog for the first time the other day.
Oh, he posts every once in a
Yeah,
while
they're
him playing
pals.
frisbee and stuff like that.
Yeah,
that's
that's my
one of the
super
reasons
homie.
why I didn't with him.
She does hate me, but she's my super homie.
I picked Tony. Who'd you say?
I picked Moon just because he's got a lot going on and he's not home all that much. But that's the only reason I picked him. I mean, now during Corona,
I've been
it's a little
home
different.
for over a year.
But I'm talking about,
Only.
like every once in a while, you're like, I'm going to LA. I got to go do this thing, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to
Sure.
do this, or I'm going to the mountains, or I'm going to do this. So like, that's it. I can't answer the way I wanted to. So
I see what you're saying. My pick was Jeff, and this was why. Because he has multiple dogs, and he favors one. So the one that he favors loves him the most out of all of us. The one he doesn't probably hates him the most.
That's 100% incorrect, unfortunately. Both of the dogs, when I walk in the front door, come and I greet both of them. I get down on my hands and knees and greet both of them. One is not technically my dog, so I don't post about that dog and I don't talk about that
Yeah.
dog.
Well, you have talked about that dog, and I'm just going on what we know
Sure,
here.
yeah, well,
and what we know here is you post about one dog all the time. You talk about one dog all the time, and you have actually said yourself, I have a favorite.
Yeah, and I do have a favorite, but I do love them both.
Yeah, well, I wasn't saying that.
Can I tell you what I do when I get home first thing?
As long as you hit
Here's
the butthurt,
what I do.
hit the butthurt
Here's
button
what I
again.
do.
I'm just saying that the unfavored dog
People
hates
now
you.
think I hate my dog.
Who thinks that?
Everybody now.
Nobody does. Nobody. That's how your brain
I
works.
get home. I got.
And the question was,
I got
dog
home.
hate you,
I
not you
got
hate
home.
dog.
Of all the
I got
things,
home.
this is what makes you the most butthurt?
I got home. I put my stuff down. I go, Caddy! And she comes running down the stairs.
So you
See, that's the
immediately yell
difference.
at her.
That's the difference.
She jumps. Oh, we embrace. She licks my face.
Stop. That's the difference. How much does your dog love you? If your dog loved you, it would be running down the stairs as soon as it knew you were home.
Yeah, I yell.
You have to yell
"Hey!"
for it.
And she runs down. And
I pull
is
up
so
and my
happy to
dog
see
is
me.
looking out the window waiting for me like this.
Mine
like
too.
literally has her
Mine
nose
too.
Yep,
going
mine
like this.
too. You see the little white
Mine has
stripe.
written notes for me. By the
You
time I
yell,
get
hey,
home.
Caddy, and it's like, oh, crap, he's home.
Yeah, I better
gotta
do
see the
something so I get fed
enthusiasm.
today.
You got to see the enthusiasm.
Where do you
Can we
think
just
you
get
sent it
Scott's
to
answer so
acting
I can
school?
tell you my real answer?
Yeah. I got my
I
answer.
didn't have a real answer. I thought you gave a real answer.
My real answer
It's
is
a dumb
me.
answer.
Because I'm never home, and I literally took one of that dog's favorite people and said, get out of my house.
So your dog hates you.
And to be honest with you,
I'm changing my answer to Tom.
my dog is the only one out of all of our dogs currently that's home by itself a lot.
That's rough.
Oh, yeah, my dog is
Yeah,
never
I was
alone.
thinking about that too.
Because my kids don't stay at my house. I got a lot of things
Relegated
going
to the
on.
basement. Like this a-hole's
So-
leaving me in the basement again.
He gets free reign of the house. But yeah, but I mean, like, it's just me.
And you know what? To go ahead and be butthurt again about the second dog thing.
Butthurt.
Thank you. If it's just me at home and I want to go out in the woods with Eloise or something, I don't. I'll leave her there so that the other dog's not by herself.
Yeah, again, I'm not saying that you hate your dogs.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm just saying
King
that the
Scott's answer.
unfavored
Wow,
one
I guess
probably
you're
is
the
a
one
little
more.
jealous.
I
Hang on,
definitely-
fellas.
Y'all are
King
sure you
Scott's
want
got an
this
answer.
one? Okay. I went with Moon because Radio is an amazing dog, but this is a question about whose dog hates you the most, not about who loves their dog the most. And Radio is content on her own all day long. She can hang outside and see someone for like 3 seconds, be like, hey, and then just run back out there and enjoy her day out there. And I think that could mean they hate you the most, but I don't know.
I think they said the
She-
radio told you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, my rebuttal is she has since changed drastically. But you're
But
right.
she's not needy.
She used to be really independent and the least needy dog, and she has turned into a whiny, needy.
Biatch.
Oh, good.
Biatch.
Dude,
Literal
she
biatch.
is
All right,
because,
so I
because
switched
she
to
hasn't been
Patrico.
alone.
One
She hasn't
more.
been alone in a
All
year
right,
and a
fellas,
half.
One more
that's
question. One more question.
Who is the last person to get invited to a party?
To a party.
Just a party, just like our friend group.
Who
party.
is the last person to get invited to a party? That's the sentence.
Oh, the last person who got invited to a party. Man. The last person to get invited to a party.
I really have
I
two
got it.
different answers depending on
Yeah, I do
the
too.
What kind
scenario
of party is it?
itself.
Is it a birthday
I do too.
party? Is
Just-
it a
I have 4
house
different
party?
answers. That's
Is it a bachelor? is it a bachelor party? What kind of party are we talking? A rager?
Party.
Just a party.
Just a party.
Well,
Just a
whatever,
party.
whatever the first impression is that hits your mind when you hear the word party.
Okay.
This was somewhat of an easy one for me.
yeah, me
Okay.
too.
Your answer.
I picked you, Rizz, only because for however many years, and it's been a minute, but for however many years, you told the entire planet how you ain't coming anyway. You ain't coming anyway.
It depends on what kind of food is there going to be.
I understand what
You
you're
are
saying.
validating my answer.
I understand.
So much
I understand
right
what you're saying, but those questions never happened before. You preached and preached about how you don't want to go. You don't want to go. Period. And I may be
If
famous
I'm-
for
if I'm-
moondiniing and disappearing, but at least I showed up.
If I'm invited to a major family function, I will show. I'm the only one that showed your daughter's graduation party.
First of all,
Am I right?
major family function. I don't know if we consider that party. That's not what I'm
That's
thinking
a
about.
party. That's a party I was invited to.
now. And if you'd have been there, you'd have known it was a party.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot of heroin. We didn't take any of it. We got rid of it immediately.
I picked you, Moon, because who knows if you show, and then if you do show, you just leave it any time and be rude.
Well, no, that's the opposite of rude. I'm just bowing out.
And I remember once you showed up to, I forget what I had at my house. You bought all this garbage liquor.
Well,
Yeah.
first of all, I brought stuff.
You gave me whatever was in your bar that was left. You gave me some weird flavored garbage that sat there on the bar cart for I don't know how many years.
Yeah, but that was also kind of a part of a joke, a long joke. Because remember, I gave that stuff in the studio when you something happened and you like complained about it on air, and I was like, oh, well, I'm just gonna keep doing this.
Oh, cool. 14 bottles of cotton candy vodka. Yeah, we go through this stuff all
It
the
was
time.
very popular.
I picture there's a room in your basement of your house of free stuff that you've gotten over the years, and you go, oh, Christmas is coming up. Let me see what I can find.
Oh, sure.
That's what I
Somebody
say.
will like this crap.
Somebody will like this. You're moving garbage from one house to the other.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
The holiday
Until someone
is
likes
a
it.
garage sale is what it is.
Who'd you pick, Jeff?
I picked two different scenarios. If I pick you for one, and I literally wrote down you would ask too many questions, and immediately the first thing you said was, what's there going to be to eat? What's the parking lot?
No, my first question would be who's going to be there?
Right, but there would be many questions.
Wow, that's a vicious question.
Yeah, it is.
That's
I'm
vicious.
being honest.
But if it was a party like that, if I was throwing, of course I would invite King Scott. But I picked King Scott because I'm not sure he'd want to come to a party that I would throw. You know,
With all the nudity and drugs.
booze and nudity and drugs and all that stuff. So I don't know if it'd be his kind of style of party. So those are my two answers for two different scenarios.
Well, I will say last year I didn't get invited to any parties.
Plus, there's a lot of booze and drugs out there.
Yeah, so.
Good point. Great point.
All right, Patrico.
I picked Moon. And the only reason I picked Moon is because out of everybody in this room, I've probably invited everybody to 4 or 5 parties, and you've showed up to the least amount of them. And that was you came to one. Like, I know I've invited Rizz and Burton and King Scott to like my daughter's birthday or my son's birthday
I've
or
always
my
showed.
housewarming party or
Every
my bar
time
party
I've
or
I've
something.
gone out of my way to show up.
They've all came, and there was one. You came to my bar party at my old house.
I've come
You
to a
came that
few.
one.
I haven't come to the last 2, though.
I found my favorite ever fried chicken at one of your kids' birthdays.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I came to
Hobos.
I came to a
So
bunch.
good.
I came to a bunch of your old place. But yeah, you're right.
No, you didn't. You came to one party at my old place.
No, there was one famous party at your old place that I ended up leaving right before it really got awesome.
Yeah, it was his 30th birthday.
The Moon Demon.
Yeah, and that was
it.
I was
that
there the whole time. I was there
I
from
know.
the beginning
That was
until
it.
I understand, but that was
almost
it.
the
That
end.
was the only time you came to my old house.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Moon. I didn't
For a
have any
party?
other parties at my house.
That's
at my
not.
old
That's
house.
not true. There was some daytime thing.
That was that party. We were playing the thing in the backyard. That was that same party.
Oh, really?
It was all the same
It was
party.
started during light and ended not.
Damn.
Yeah, it started at 2 p.m. and it ended
Hell
at
of a
3
party.
a.m.
Hell
I
of
know
a-
it was.
a good
It
time.
ended. It was dark enough to see lights on tops of
Police
vehicles.
and
You know, we
Ambulance.
played with the garbage cans.
No, it was the pickle buckets, the
Oh,
5-gallon
that's right.
buckets.
Yeah,
We were playing
buckets of
oversized beer
vodka.
pong.
Oh yeah.
good
Okay.
times,
Yeah. Party.
Did you pick already?
Yeah, I picked
Yeah,
you.
so-
Oh, you
You.
picked me. Okay.
Yeah, I picked Rizz, and my reason is
I'm
this
butthurt.
seems like it's for the general community. The general community would sit there, and if they're going to invite a party, or any of us to a party, they would be scared
What
to
do you
invite
think? I bring everybody down?
No.
When I go to a party,
Hold on.
I'm a.
Ooh, he told you to hold on. don't know
I
if you
said,
heard
hold
that.
on. I got
you interrupted.
because we all know you, and I
is true.
know that anything I've ever invited you to, you've come to as well.
He just
And
said
you've
we
always
all know
supported
you,
us.
and you're the guy he wouldn't invite.
No, I'm saying if this is about people who'd least likely invite him. We know him. We know he's going to show up.
See, I think he would be the most invited to the party because people
Really?
want,
Am I-
man, it's Rizz for the Rizz
Am
show.
I
show.
not
like
fun
Moon
at a
said,
party?
It's not if they're going to show up. It's not who would be the least likely to show up
Yeah,
to the
you're
party.
right, you're right.
It's who's the last person to get invited to the party. And if they have the
he'd be
opportunity
first.
to invite Rizz, hey Rizz, how many times do we in the mailbox here get a random wedding invitation asking you to go to their wedding?
Yeah,
We get that every
quite a
once in a
few
while.
times.
Maybe you're right.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm
Yeah.
the right answer
I'm wrong.
because I don't want to go. Most likely,
All right, I'll switch mine to Moon then.
there's probably an 80% chance
Damage
that
is done.
I don't want to leave my house
The
or my
damage
family.
is done. Love when we play the Butthurt game.